Welcome viewers to the very first episode of my channel DIL to Dish, where flavors meet stories. Today we have very special guest with us. She started her career at just age of 16 and excelled in the field of filmmaking, journalism and media. She interviewed world leaders like General Zia and Yasser Arafat, influenced key policies in India and was a star reporter for Vision of Asia TV USA. Except filmmaking and journalism, she also wrote a book like Indira Gandhi's 1028 Days, Commonwealth and Nehru. And currently she is writing The Administrator. She also received a citation from the mayor of Jersey City. What a truly inspiration she is. So guys, let's welcome Dr. Raj Lakshmi Darbari.
Thank you for inviting me, Rashi.
Thank you,
This
ma'am.
is going to be a very beautiful show, and I am going to make your first episode the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah.
As you can see, we have various ingredients out here. Let's just show the little. We have tomatoes,
Okay.
onions, and we have capsicum, and we have green onions, the white onions, which we call them sometimes. And for this dish which we are making, it's called a sandwich, but it's a very special kind of sandwich which I innovated on.
So, ma'am, it's your childhood favorite dish, or you just make that dish?
No,
favorite?
I made this dish out of, when you are really hungry and you want something very nice and nutritious and you want to have it fast, then you make this dish. And believe me, it's very palatable. The taste is so good that you will say, give me another one. And that's what kept me going with this. And when I have special guests, I make this for them. And they turn back around and they say, this is the best sandwich you've had in New Delhi. I said, fine, thank you.
Well, ma'am, you are the best, so that's why we are creating your best sandwiches. So, okay, so what are the ingredients for this?
Let's get the bread going first.
Okay.
Let's get the bread. And I'm going to get my little assistant to just help us a little bit here.
Okay.
It has to be dabbed in it. Quite
Like
a bit.
this?
Yes. No, a little more.
Okay.
No, we have
Yes,
to,
ma'am.
what has to do is it has to be like this so that we get a nice taste of it.
Okay.
Because this is what makes it crispy. And it doesn't become dry. As you see. And we are using Govardhan ghee. You know, the
Okay.
famous ghee that Amitabh Bachchan advertises.
Yeah.
And it's on your first show,
Yes, ma'am.
correct?
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, आपने history में कई बड़े लोगों के interviews लिए हैं. So, what's your experience with them?
The experience that I found with most of the, like we interviewed Cipriano, he was the president of Cyprus. We had Yasser Arafat, and of course he was fighting for his mainland at that time. But what we found, both me and my sister Janice, we
I'll also
interviewed
take
them
a
together.
spoon. Yeah.
What we found is that there is a little bit of, the trend towards thinking for peace is not so much it's in their hearts, but they don't know how to bring it about. Now for that, you have to give up a lot. There's a lot of compromises and a lot of adjustments that have to take place in life. And as we're moving through life, and I'm sure new youngsters would want a peaceful life ahead. Now let's start with the ingredients here.
Okay, so what should we put first? Like
We put a tomato first.
tomatoes. So do
this-
you like tomatoes?
I love tomatoes, and tomatoes is now known as a fruit. So we're making a fruity sandwich,
A fruit sandwich.
a fruity sandwich. And now, what do you like to have? The white onions or the green onions?
Ma'am, I prefer both.
You prefer both. Okay, so we put both on. Where's the salt? Huh?
Salt.
Put both on.
This is
Yeah. Put both on. You just put a little bit of each.
okay.
So it makes a very tasty one. A little bit of each.
Like we have this breakfast, like quick
Oh,
5-minute breakfast.
Yeah, 5 minutes. And not only that, you just toast it and it becomes so yummy. Now I put a little bit of salt. This is always to your taste. I think got too much out there, but it should just do the thing. And we put black pepper.
Black
This is
pepper.
easier to sprinkle. So we do this.
सो चीज़ से मुझे याद आया कि आपकी लाइफ में कुछ ऐसा चीज़ी और ऐसे फन मोमेंट कौन सा था, लाइक यू रिमेंबर अभी तक?
Oh, what was the greatest fun thing? What happened is when we did our theater, I
Yeah.
think that was the greatest fun thing because it was a children's theater and one of the first children's theater that started by the Arctic Theater, and we were called the Young Stagers Club.
Okay.
So whenever we would prepare for that and we would start our rehearsals, and we called in Barry John, who's so famous today. I
Okay.
think our play was one of the plays which he directed first at that time. So we all learned acting and we learned it very well from him. He's a very good
Okay.
teacher. You got it done?
Yeah.
Okay, now we have all of this. Now we can put a little bit of this
Capsicum.
green capsicum.
Okay.
Right. Now if you want green chilies, you can put green chilies also in it. The capsicum gives it a little bit of kick.
Okay.
So this makes it a little bit nice. Now we've got this done. Now you cover this here and you press it. And now we have to put it on. We put ghee this side and we put ghee this side. And now we're going to toast it.
Isn't it too much oil is healthy? What do you think?
Ghee is supposed to be good for you. Ghee is
Okay.
nowadays, as they say, if you use ghee, it's very, very good.
So what should we do now? What
Now
should we
we'll make this while that is cooking.
Okay, salad. It's
Yeah.
very colorful.
This is something which we learnt.
Okay.
This is a red pepper. As you can see, a lovely red pepper. And this is the yellow one.
Yellow one.
Now, when you combine the red with the yellow, it gives you a unique flavor.
Yeah.
Now, I've cut it beforehand. And now how you cut it is like this, in cubes. This will give it the flavoring. And one thing I found out about this dish is the longer you keep it, the tastier it gets. Now we'll put some vinegar. It's very simple here. I'm using apple cider vinegar because.
So, ma'am, it's very colorful. So,
Very,
what's
very
the
colorful.
most? What do you think? What's the most colorful moment of your life in your whole journey, like from 16 years till now?
I think it was when I made the documentary for Doordarshan. That was something mind-boggling and some material and content which I had to put out there for the world to understand that if you want to have a beautiful relationship with everything in your life, then you have to be mentally peaceful inside first. And then you can emit that love. And
True, ma'am.
what is required a lot in the world is love. Now let's have the olive oil. This is a special olive oil
from
from
Kaiser.
and it's supposed to be one of the best. So let's see how this tastes with this. Now, we can put a lot of olive oil and a lot. We haven't put salt in yet. Huh?
Okay. So.
इसको जब तुम चखोगे ना,
Hmm.
जब इसके जो ingredients है ना, जब ये थोड़े से soggy हो जाएंगे इसके साथ, then you see the flavoring come out. And I've used this as garnishing also in like roast chicken.
So, आपने ये कहाँ से सीखा salad बनाना?
ये I love making salads. This is my own innovation, my experimentation, which I did with the red and the yellow peppers. I love peppers. As you can see, I put peppers even in the sandwiches. Well, let's get some
Salt.
salt. Now let's not.
So, ma'am, आपकी life का first project क्या था? Like in media and in writing. First project.
My first project is when I was in college. That's the first
I guess
time.
this is
I
time.
love to write. Oh, you say, oh, we didn't see this. It got burnt. No, it's just right.
And it's ready.
Yeah, it's ready. It's ready. It's ready.
Will I put it, turn it off?
Yeah, turn it off. You like to do the honors?
Yeah. What should I do next?
Just cut it. It's done. It's ready. Cut it. Cut it into fours. It's easier. So what I was telling you about was I love writing. So I went to the Youth Times, which was the Times of India magazine, a newspaper also. And she asked me to write on a beauty contest.
Oh.
That was my first assignment. So to write about the beauty contest, I had to enter the beauty contest. So when I entered the beauty contest, it was the first time, like I said, the most exciting part of my life. I didn't know whether I was going to be even in it or out of it, but I got into it, and I was the first runner-up.
That's really amazing, ma'am.
Yeah, that was really exciting. And when I wrote about the beauty contest, I also wrote about the little niches that take behind the scene, which is my Anise Jung was her name, the editor, and she found that very, very thrilling. She says, this is so thrillful, it'll encourage all the other youngsters to get into beauty contesting and whatnot. Well, I said, I did like it. So it was great fun. Yes, you need a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
So that's what makes life move on. And one of the best moments, and like you were discussing with me earlier, you said if I made a movie on myself, what would it be? What would I call it? Well, I would just call it, you have to move with a lot of love energy inside you. So I would call it the energy of love. Life is the energy of love. We have cooked the mushrooms, and we've cooked this, and we've cooked that. If you want, we can cook some peppers. Taste it. You haven't tasted that? Taste it.
Okay. Let's taste it together.
Yeah, okay, fine. Let's taste it together. Let me see if the salt is right. That has to be done with tasting.
Okay.
Just mix it up like this and just taste it. It's a new flavor.
It's amazing.
Whenever we
I
put
think
it,
you must try this.
everybody must try this. I'm telling you, it's an amazing dish.
It's
And when
genuinely
it's
amazing.
very palatable, palatable, and it makes you, and it's very nutritious because we have the olive oil and we have the cider vinegar. So this makes it very, very nutritious.
True.
And remember one thing, Rashi, I'll give you a little bit of advice.
Okay.
Never hate anything in your life. It's a negative emotion.
Let's give this advice to
Yeah, let's
viewers.
never hate anything in life
Yeah.
because it's a negative emotion. So let's learn to love as much as possible, even things which we do not like, because someone else likes it. So let's like it for them. And believe me, from inside, you will flow with that kind of healing energies that help you to live life more comfortably, live it in an atmosphere of feeling happy. Because yesterday only I was just talking to someone, one of the ambassadors, and he said, how would you define peace? So I said, peace is the pursuit of happiness. And when you pursue happiness, you will find peace. Otherwise, I guess, we live in a turmoil world. Now, taste the sandwich.
Yeah, sure. So let's taste this, mom.
Taste it.
And I will rate it out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. And you also taste it.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Maza aaya.
10 out of 10.
This is really better than pizza.
Yeah. It's really amazing.
Now, what about the mushrooms? You didn't taste the mushrooms?
Ma'am, I tasted
You
them.
did.
Yeah. Like, I will never say no for food, especially.
This has come out very well.
अब
Now
मैं
you see the
daily-
ghee. Now you see
अब
the
मैं
ghee.
आपके घर डेली आ रही हूँ ये सब अब खाने.
Khana khana, aajo,
Yeah.
aajo. And you see the ghee is giving it
Yeah.
crispiness, which makes it crispy.
See, I used to hate bell peppers, but it's genuinely tasty.
Yeah.
Like gonna love this now.
You're gonna love this.
Yeah. Currently, you're working on which project?
Currently, I'm working on the book called The Administrator, and we're adapting it into a movie. And this is the most important part for everybody to understand and believe in, that when an ICS officer gets up, and this applies to all of us, when we get up with whatever profession we may be in, if we get up with the idea that we can bring in the peace, then you will be like Mr. Jagdishwar Nigam in The Administrator, who got up and said, from the age of 7, he vowed to himself, I will transfer the power. Now, can you imagine a child, an Indian child, saying that? And what happens throughout his whole life, he gets motivated to becoming an ICS officer, and against all odds of the competition, somehow he just makes it. I think it was manifestation. And he transferred the power on the 19th of August 1942. And he compelled the British, after transferring, that you must give the freedom to India. That's what the whole story. I can't tell you the whole story in one line, but you have to watch the movie.
So thank you so much, ma'am. It's very inspiring to know about you, and it's very, very delicious, like whatever we made.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So guys, याद रखिए, जिंदगी भी एक रेसिपी की तरह है, कभी salty, कभी sweet और कभी bitter. But always flavors add zaika to your dish. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel Dil to Dish. Rachi Gupta signing off.